century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Down right around the 25. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At their own 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Off play action, Fields. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Cohen will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off-play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. On play action, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Prescott on first down. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
To throw is Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Prescott. Here's a diving catch right side. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Final play of the half, Prescott. Dancing to his left.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
it's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 58 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Play action. It's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They try again with Cohen, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Again, Fields. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
To throw, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. Fights loose. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Dak. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Santos with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making...
And a loose football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touched down. And with that, this game is over.